Just said it was unacceptable. That level of performance just wasn't acceptable. You know, I thought there was probably 4 or 5 players out there. I thought Matt Garside had a dig. I thought Reece Williams had a dig. Toby Everett, for an 18-year-old prop, had a dig. You know, Ray Nasso, you know, was out there for most of the game, had a dig. It's not good enough. No, not good enough. You know, it's unacceptable. I made that pretty clear in the sheds to the boys, and you know, we've gone 5 games into the league season. You know, this was a Challenge Cup game, albeit it was a different competition. We're knocked out of that now, but I just feel that, you know, there's probably a number of players, for me, just threw the white flag out there tonight, surrendered. Not to take anything away from Leigh, I thought they were very, very good. They were fast, they were strong. You know, they executed their skill well. They were very clinical in what they did. You know, but we just rolled over way too easy, and you know, that soft mentality's got to change within London. It's been going on for too long, and you know, things have to change. And you know, I spoke to the players in there, and I just had to be honest with them and say, look, at the end of the day, you know, if you want to get something out of this season, out of this year, we've got to start being honest with ourselves, and we've got to start working hard. We've got to be prepared to roll the sleeves up. They're going to have a hard week this week. They're going to have to face some tough training this week, and that's the way it is. It's the only way I can see for us to move forward. We've got to be harder on them. They've had it too easy, the players, for my liking, and yeah, it's time now. It's time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I spoke to and dressed them at half time, and again, obviously very disappointed with that first half performance. And what I asked from the players coming out of that second half was, you know, to run with a bit more purpose. It's a bit more fight with our play the ball, and try and get some play the ball wins, some ruck wins around that area. I asked them defensively to start putting their bodies in front, because in that first half we just weren't putting our bodies in front of people. And Matt Garside was the only player that actually put a lead player on his back. That's just because he put some shoulder contact in, and too many of us were just, you know, 1, 2, 3 steps holding, waiting to see what happened, rather than going all the way. Like I said, I want to be aggressive with our line speed and take yards off teams, and we just didn't see that. Didn't see players putting their bodies in front enough for me. That was from the word go, and our edges systematically were, you know, all over the shop. They were jamming in way too easy, weren't staying in the system like we trained, and like I said, it was a bit of a horror show really, that first half for us. So obviously I addressed that at half time and asked for a little bit more spunk out of them, and I thought we had that early doors, and we got a couple of penalties off the back of the fact that we actually were having a bit of fight in our carries, and we're fighting to play the ball. And I thought, yeah, this is positive. We're starting to have a bit of a dig here, and we obviously got a couple of tries on the board, but then, you know, once again they scored a couple of quick fire tries, and then the heads went down, and we just couldn't obviously redeem ourselves. And you know, even at the end there, the final message I sent to the pitch side staff was, tell them for this last minute I want this kick off, and I want us to finish with a strong defensive set. And what do? We let Sam Barlow skip on the outside and get an offload, and they go to the length of the field. Luckily it was a forward pass that stopped it from being another try, but that just kind of summed up the night for me, mate. Just very, very, very ordinary.